Shalum. Shalom and welcome. Welcome, O set apart rising nation. Children of the Almighty Father Yahuah. In the name of Yahusha, I present to you the last installment of Return to the Promised Land Judgment Series. If you're tuning in for the first time, my name is Symmanayah, and these are the words that I continue to present as I believe I am compelled by the Spirit of Yahuah sent in Yahusha's name. I can very well say in Yahusha's name. I say again to you, Shalom, my brothers and sisters, individuals, both Hebrews and Gentiles, who are made one under the banner of Yasharal by Yahusha Mashiach. Yasharal, this final installment to the Judgment Series is entitled Focus, Rise of the Set-Apart Guardians. Focus, Rise of the Set-Apart Guardians. Yasharal, O Yasharal, the time is at hand to begin seeking to discern all that is real and all that is required of us to fulfill the things that the Almighty Father have mentioned regarding latter-day prophecy, regarding things that pertain to his children, regarding the 144,000 and great multitude. End times speak of Hebrews in this great multitude in Revelation 7th chapter. End times speak of a time where Yasharal will be gathered from the four corners of the earth. Time will soon prove, if not already, that there is much work to be done. Time will prove that there are processes with specific details that require us to obey the living orders from the Almighty Father Yahuah in Yahusha's name. This installment is to bring to mind the need to focus, yes, focus, to take on actions that will prove to demonstrate a rise in the set-apart guardians. You see, my brothers and sisters, there are many scriptures that instruct us to guard Torah, to guard the living instructions of the Almighty Father Yahuah. Many people have sensationalized the word Torah to lead people to think that it is just the first 5 books of Mushah, or the first 5 books in the scriptures. If Torah means instructions, my brothers and sisters, and if we think it's just the first 5 books, what say you then of all the other instructions that we receive in scriptures? Are they not instructions? If the scriptures say the letter kills, but the spirit makes alive, what say you then with the living instructions that the spirit makes alive? Are those instructions not from the Almighty Father? Are they not living examples of his Torah? You see, my brothers and sisters, though Mushah, or Moses, was led to write instructions that we have come to know as the 10 Commandments and the laws and statutes, there were many other living instructions given before Moses and even after Moses. So let us not neglect that we serve a living Almighty Father. Search the scriptures and you will find many instructions directing us to guard Shabbat, to guard his ways, to guard the set-apart times, to guard his teachings. Time will prove that we have been and will be equipped with all that is necessary to successfully fulfill our task as set-apart guardians. Yes, guardians. Individuals guarding the ways of the Almighty Father, demonstrating what set-apartness actually means by our actions, by our love for one another, by our love more than anything for the Most High. Know this, it is and will prove to be a very critical time, a time to learn how to be disciplined and focused in the coming days ahead, my brothers and sisters. Let me share some verses with you. Genesis 2:15, and Yahuah, the Almighty One, took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and to guard it. Can we say that Adam was a guardian of set-apartness, a guardian of the Garden of Eden? What say you regarding Genesis 17, chapter 17, Genesis chapter 17, verse 7 through 9 reads, "And I shall establish my covenant between me and you and your seed after you in their generations for an everlasting covenant, to be the Almighty One to you and your seed after you. I shall give you and your seed after you the land of your sojourners, all the land of Canaan, as an everlasting possession, and I shall be their Almighty One. And the Almighty One said to Abraham, as for you, guard my covenant, you and your seed after you throughout their generations. Are these not instructions to be guardians of the ways of the Most High? How do you think truth and set apartness have reached us, my brothers and sisters? Because they were guarded by those who were obedient. In spite of man's tampering, in spite of man's attacks, in spite of man's mistreatment of the Almighty Father's children, guardians preserved the things that was necessary to pass down to us. And there are things we will pass down to generations. We who find ourselves walking and pursuing set apartness, demonstrating set apartness, being guardians of set apartness. We who are growing to learn how to focus. The time will come, my brothers and sisters, when we will realize that entertainment, business as usual, will come to an end. Extreme humbling times are ahead, and they bring the shaping of an awakening nation like never before imagined. Let me also read Exodus 19:5 and 6. It says, and now if you diligently obey my voice and shall guard my covenant, then you shall be my treasured possession above all the peoples. For all the earth is mine, and you shall be to me a reign of priests and set apart nation. Those are the words which you are to speak to the children of Yasharal. Guard the covenant of the Almighty Father. Leviticus 19:37, and you shall guard all my laws and all my right rulings, and do them I am Yahuah. That was Leviticus 19:37. Leviticus chapter 20, verse 7 and 8. And you shall set yourselves apart, and shall be apart, for I am Yahuah, your Almighty One, and you shall guard my laws and do them. I am Yahuah, who sets you apart. Proverbs 4:25. Let your eyes look forward and your eyelids look straight before you. I say to you, my brothers and sisters, keep that in mind. End times will prove that we are spending more time on magnifying our history than time on discerning what the Most High is expecting us to do, is giving the instructions that He's given us for now and going forward. Yes, we are wakening up. We are wakening up. And as we wake up, and as those come new into the truth, we will learn, my brothers and sisters, there come a time when we must look forward. Look forward to what the Most High has to say. Are we not aware that the Most High did not make the scriptures to be endless numbers of pages talking about all the details of our history? Could it be that He gave us as much as we need to have in order to know where we've originated and where we're headed? Could it be that too much time is being spent on trying to prove to the world who we are? Could it be that the world already know? Could it be that the children of Yahuah are being stirred and awakened? I've seen individuals sensationalize our history for profit, wanting to make money, whether it be garments, print material, videos, or motion pictures, claiming to try to help Yasharal identify who we are. Let us not mistake those who are being led by the Spirit of Yahuah in Yahusha's name versus those who are trying to do things for monetary gain. I've witnessed individuals talk about donations to support something, but yet they want to protect it and guard it and make money and make a profit off of it. And they believe that if they do things, they make garments or tassels and stuff and make money off of it, that this is the set apart way of walking. Soon and very soon, my brothers and sisters, we will see that the energy we spend focused on entertainment or capitalism will be replaced with focus on what is the Most High saying to us. regarding what is necessary for the rise of the set-apart guardians. What is necessary for us to focus more on him and what he is ordering us to do. My brothers and sisters, I don't have to name names and I don't have to point fingers. The spirit of Yahuah, sent in Yahusha's name, will stir within us, and we will begin to identify those who are pursuing attention or capitalistic opportunities based off of our history versus those who are being directed to minister unto the awakening that are scattered and still unlearned and unaware. Be encouraged, my brothers and sisters. Phenomenal challenges are ahead. We will see cataclysmic conditions come. We will see individuals seeking to discern who are indeed the prophets of the Almighty Father and what are they saying as they are led by the Spirit of Yahusha. We will learn, my brothers and sisters, that as death and destruction, as famine and pestilence, as war, as economic collapse, as civil unrest, as storms, as earthquakes, as all of these things begin to enlarge upon the face of the earth, we will begin to realize that it is important to know what it is to press forward with a ready mind, body, and soul. We'll go through hardship and suffering in spite of widespread death that's ahead. We will rise to the occasion that is expected of us. End times will bring the most challenging of times. Remember, my brothers and sisters, it would be wise to understand that comfort will come by knowing this plan belongs to he who loves us dearly, he who is the author of this plan, he who is the beginning and the end, the Almighty Yahuah. Prepare to adapt and adjust as movement begins to ramp up among us. Prepare to understand why judgment, even though the words may seem harsh, judgment merely means rendering a decision, embracing a choice, standing and guarding that choice, walking in wisdom and set apartness and in obedience to the Almighty Father. Are we ready, O listener, to these words? Are we able to understand that for 144,000, 12,000 Hebrews from each tribe mentioned in Revelation 7 chapter and a great multitude, in order for us to see this come, take shape, and be revealed to the world, there must be a degree of discipline, there must be focus, and there will be a rise of set-apart guardians. Because as we rise up, we will protect the things that are true, the things that are set apart, the things that are wise, the things that bring life, the things that the Almighty Father bestowed on us, O Yasharal. Enough said. Prepare to focus. Focus. Prepare, O set-apart guardians of the Almighty Father Yahuah. In Yahusha's name, let us rise up with the strength and fortitude, knowing what is expected, what is ordered. Be encouraged. I encourage you to establish a ready mind, body, and soul to face the realities of what's unfolding. That includes me, you, and all those who are called by his name. I invite you, O Yasharal, to stay tuned, for the next series will begin. It will be attached also to Return to the Promised Land. But this concludes the series of messages under the title Judgment Series. Pray, O Yasharal, and if anything coming from me is confirmed to be set apart indeed, may all credit and esteem go to the Almighty Father Yahuah, and may out of my obedience it contributes to lifting up Yahusha HaMashiach and watching he and he alone work through those whom he see fit, work through us, in us, one towards another, to draw all men to him. Until next time, O Yasharal. Until next time, Hebrews and Gentiles, Arbrim and Goyim, that are made one by Yahusha HaMashiach, by the blood of the Lamb, and by the resurrected power of he who indeed manifests this word in the person of Yahusha. Until next time, I say to you, in Yahusha's name, I bid you, Shalum.